Alright, so these FOBUS holsters. Never bought a paddle holster before. I did some researching on Amazon. Old lady's got Amazon Prime. I said, fuck yeah, let's buy a new holster today. So I did some researching for 2-3 days on my options on paddle holsters just to see how they work, and I came across this FOBUS GL2ND, and I have to admit I'm pretty fucking impressed, honestly. The first day I got this holster, the old lady wanted to go geocaching. I don't know if anybody knows what the fuck geocaching is, but it's where you go out in the woods and hunt for little treasure boxes that got trinkets in it, and you take a trinket and leave a trinket and sign the fucking thing, what date you've been there, and blah, blah, blah. So we were doing that, and she found one that was down off this bank a little bit. It's Western Oregon. It's raining pretty hard that day. Mudslide goes down in there. And I just stepped over the edge of that bank with my slick-ass Romeos on, clock in my holster, and I must have slid and tumbled fucking 40, 50 feet down that hill, and I never lost my gun. So, first day, that kind of proved it to me, like, okay. And people were having problems with these coming out of their pants with their guns. And I will say, yeah, you can get them out of your pants with your gun, but you really gotta not know how to draw a fucking gun, or really fuck with it to get it to slide out of your pants with your gun. That's a bit bullshit, if you ask me. And people are also complaining about it pinching and biting, but I'm not fat by any means. I'm like 6'6" and 220 pounds. Maybe I am fat, I guess. But they're fucking cool. I like them. I end up carrying this more than anything else now, just because it's a small town. I'm pretty sure everybody knows I carry anyway. I forget it's there. It's so comfortable, you just forget the fucker's there. And they're nice. Adjustable tension screw. They are weird at first. They're kind of sticky to get. They say there's a break-in period or whatever, and so you'll tighten it just a little bit just to get your gun to click in there a little better, and they'll get sticky. So you really got to find that sweet spot with them. It works for you, I guess. I mean, I'll explain that here in a minute, but they're for $23. Yeah. No, I'm not drinking and playing with guns, so there is a spitter. But they're pretty positive click. Your gun's in there. There's not. It clicks right in. It's not. I don't have all of the gun. See that? I don't have all of the gun. Your gun ain't coming out. I don't care. It's not. Notice too, say, you need to draw your gun quietly. If you're in a fucking convenience store and somebody's robbing it and you're back there watching it and you're like, well, I want to draw my gun slow so this guy don't really know what the fuck's going on. There's this ridge that'll sit above your belt line right here. I got pretty big hands though as it is, so it might be kind of hard for somebody else with a Glock and small hands, I guess. But I can push on this ridge right here and just get it started quiet. See what I mean? They're pretty nice, but like I was saying, you really gotta draw them with a reason, So if you really need a reason to draw a gun on somebody, I guess, which I'd hope if you draw a gun on somebody, you'd have a good fucking reason. You can't. They don't really come out if you killed them. If you tilt it forward or tilt it back, it don't want to come out. You got to yank them up with some force to get your gun out. Click back in. Force. It's got to be a pretty dominant thing. If you want your gun, you've got to want your gun, which is how I like it set up. And like people were saying, yeah, you can probably get that holster to come out if you really fuck with it. But you want your gun, you're not going to have any problems with that holster coming out, or just learn how to draw a fucking gun. One of the two. Learn how to draw your gun, I guess. Don't sit there and fuck with it. Oh, yeah, my holster slid out. Like, yeah, that's what it's for, motherfucker. It's a paddle holster. It's supposed to slide right there, draw it, But so far, I've got to say, they're impressive. If I was you, get on Amazon. It might run you a little bit more if you don't have Amazon Prime. I'm not sure. Like I said, this is $23 shipped to my front door. So, if you want a paddle holster, just for, a day out with the wife or kids holster, you're going to go for a hike, or you're going to go to the lake, or whatever, you're going to go walk around, or you're going to go fishing, or fucking, that's where it's at for your money, I'm telling you. So, as far as, if you're in a big town. You know, I live in Western Oregon, so if I was in Eugene or Portland, I wouldn't want to be walking around with this on my hip where everybody could see my gun. I live in a pretty small town, and it don't bother me. If you want my gun and you get my gun before I can get my gun, then I probably deserve to get shot as it is. So, and I can guarantee you're not going to get to my gun before I do. I don't care where the fuck it's at. It's just the way it is. Unless you really sneak up on me and fucking rip my gun out of the side of my fucking hip, and then shoot me. That's just the way it was intended to be, I guess. So, anyway, for the money, I don't think you can beat them. Anyway, I just want to show you. Alright, thanks. Alright, so these FOBUS holsters. Never bought a paddle holster before. I did some researching on Amazon. Old lady's got Amazon Prime. I said, fuck yeah, let's buy a new holster today. So I did some researching for 2-3 days on my options on paddle holsters just to see how they work, and I came across this FOBUS GL2ND, and I have to admit I'm pretty fucking impressed, honestly. The first day I got this holster, the old lady wanted to go geocaching. I don't know if